Well, all eyes are on the Supreme Court as a special bench led by the Chief Justice of India is expected to deliver a verdict on pleas challenging the 2007 Cauvery River Water Dispute Tribunal decision. In fact, Supreme Court will deliver the verdict on a batch of petitions by Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Kerala and Puducherry challenging the tribunal award. But the centre had opposed their pleas. Now, decades-old dispute was decided unanimously by the tribunal after determining the total availability of the water in the Kaveri basin. The final award made a yearly allocation of 419 TMC of water to Tamil Nadu from the entire Kaveri basin, 270 TMC to Karnataka, 30 TMC to Kerala and 70 TMC to Puducherry. The top court had in fact earlier clarified any other forum could not touch the matter relating to the Kaveri basin after its verdict. In fact, the top court during the course has passed several strictures directing Karnataka to release Kaveri water to Tamil Nadu and has pulled up Karnataka repeatedly for defiance. Security has been beefed up in the state. 8,000 police personnel have been deployed at 140-kilometer stretch between Mysuru and Bengaluru, and the interstate bus services have been halted. Well, debating this on the burning question today, and this is what we are asking at India Today. Supreme Court verdict, is it now the final end to the water dispute? This, remember, has been going on from the British Raj and is yet to see a settlement. Will the Supreme Court uphold the Kaveri tribunal verdict? Is that a possibility as well, or will there be a large-scale changes as far as the Supreme Court's view on this is concerned? Water war, Tamil Nadu and Karnataka netas, their politics, is that to be blamed for this entire situation? And has water war become a prestige battle for both these states? Let me introduce my guests on the show. T.S. Sudhir, political analyst, senior journalist, who is joining us on the broadcast. We are also being joined by Muralidharan Shivalangam. He's the AIADMK supporter. He's joining us from, in fact, the studio in Chennai. My colleague Priyambada joins us at this point of time from the studio here in Delhi. Let me very quickly, first of all, start with you, Sudhir. Just sum this entire dispute for us as we speak. There is a lot more politics, and then there are these technical aspects. So just break it down for our viewers, and then let's go one by one about what would it mean for each state.
Well, obviously the dispute between Tamil Nadu and Karnataka has existed for over a century now, but essentially the last 10 years is something which we need to look at, because it was in 2007, 11 years ago, that the tribunal awarded particular amount of water to both Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, apart from water also for Kerala and Puducherry. That was not acceptable to both the upper riparian Karnataka as well as the lower riparian Tamil Nadu, and both wanted more water. The problem here arises is that the Kaveri basin is now a deficit in terms of water. So obviously there isn't sufficient water over the years that flows through the Kaveri, which is over 760 kilometers long, starting from Karnataka and joining the Bay of Bengal in Tamil Nadu. So that has led to a lot of skirmishes between Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, the most recent being in September 2016, when in a drought year, Karnataka said it was not in a position to provide any water to Tamil Nadu. Now, what has happened is that because water has to be provided for drinking purposes to Bangalore, even the farmers in the Kaveri basin, the districts of Bandya and Mysuru, are deprived of water for irrigation purposes. Similarly, when even a little water is actually sent to Tamil Nadu, the Mettur Dam, in fact, what I'm told is that even the Mettur Dam in Tamil Nadu for the last few days has stopped releasing water for irrigation purposes, as a result of which the standing crop in nearly 8 lakh acres at this point in time as I speak is actually drying up, and that is a big concern. So farmers in both Tamil Nadu and Karnataka anxiously awaiting the Supreme Court verdict, whether there is any good news, but essentially both that it cannot be a verdict which will actually satisfy both states.
Okay, Priyambada, this is going to have large-scale implications, not only on the politics of Tamil Nadu and Karnataka particularly, because these are the big two states which are involved. There is Kerala as well, and so is Puducherry. But largely, there has been this politics that has been played in Tamil Nadu and Karnataka around this water issue. Very emotive. We saw violence as well in 1991. Since the demise of Jayalalitha, how has equation changed?
Well, after Jayalalitha passed away, because she, if I remember right, after she came to power, the first credit she took was getting the Cauvery tribunal verdict on the Gazette notification, and she said it was completely because of her, and the politics was being done on that. And very constantly, the Tamil Nadu government had been following up with the Supreme Court on Cauvery issue when Jayalalitha was alive. But considering the internal political situation and problems that's happening right now, I think Karnataka politicians have been really pushing hard, and they do want the verdict in favor, because it's election year in Karnataka in a month or so. There is going to be an election, so they're much more aggressive. So whatever the repercussion is going to be, I really doubt if the present Edapadi Palaniswamy government has time, resources, or even a mindset to come and fight. But then we know that people of Tamil Nadu are also suffering because of this issue.
Mr. Shivalingam, if I can come to you at this point of time, as Priyanda was pointing out, let me pick up from that itself. It seems that the activeness that Jayalalitha showed, or the amount of time that she spent, that seems to be missing with the present government. Does it mean that because the government is in limbo, you don't care? The opposition there is waiting for the government to fall. The government also is counting its days. They just want to complete this tenure. As of now, you don't care. And that is, in a way, politically gives victory to the neighboring state.
No, not exactly. In 2002, I should recall that it was Madam Jayalalitha who walked out of the meeting, which was held between the four chief ministers and headed by the Prime Minister. Now, ever since she has been protesting, and whatever the aggression which had to be shown in this case has been shown already. Now, after that, it was up to the court to decide. And it's with the court. And whatever the representation with the Tamil Nadu government has to put forward has been put forward through their lawyers. So we are hopeful that we will get a favorable verdict today. For the simple reason, it's Karnataka who has been totally unruly in this issue. Right from getting into riots and burning theatres which are showcasing Tamil movies, and burning up buses, which interstate buses, etc.
No, but sir, you can't only blame Karnataka. This has been a feature as well in Tamil Nadu as well, both the sides, and this has only created a wider rift between the Kannadigas and the Tamilians as far as this Kaveri river water issue is concerned. Very quickly, let me cut across to my colleague Shalini Lobo, who is on the ground. Shalini, just give us a sense of how Tamil Nadu is preparing for this verdict, because in Karnataka we see a large bandobast of the police, 8,000 policemen being deployed all across. How is Tamil Nadu preparing for this?
Well, top police sources tell India Today that they are taking full precautions. However, I'm in the heart of Chennai, and Chennai seems fine. But Kannadiga-owned establishments in the state of Tamil Nadu have been alerted. They are on high alert. They have even got protection by the police force today. In September 2016, when the riots were happening in Karnataka, you had the Woodlands Hotel, which is in Mylapore in the heart of Chennai, which came under attack. Keeping that in mind, the police have alerted all the Kannadiga-based establishments and have given them proper security. You have the Tamil Nadu express buses that travel between Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. These buses have been stopped for today. It's post the verdict that they'll take the decision whether these buses will cross the border or not. However, private cars are being let through and vehicles of goods also are being let through. But the police forces are saying they hope that the verdict will be in their favor, and that they have taken all precautionary measures. However, they're not giving us numbers just as yet. The way Karnataka has deployed over 8,000 police officials along the Mandya-Mysore road, where they know that they can't afford to have any kind of riots take place. Right now, in the heart of Chennai, Tamil Nadu seems to be fine. But the police forces and the people are on high alert.
Stay on with me, Shalini. Let me just take our viewers through this information that we have, this story that we have prepared, and then I'm going to go back to my guest. The Supreme Court will, as we have told you, will announce the verdict on the contentious Kaveri water dispute, while the citizens and the political leaders wait with a bated breath to what the verdict will be. People of Kodagu district have launched a campaign titled Save Kodagu, Save Kaveri. India Today's Nolan Pinto visited the place to get you a sense from the origins of this river.
Clashes, shutdowns, bitter war of words, lengthy legal wars. The fight is for water. In Kodagu hills of Karnataka, the Cauvery emanates. Once pristine, this catchment of the Cauvery is under severe environmental threat now.
Forests have been razed, hills have been completely destroyed over here in order to construct the Kodagu Institute of Medical Sciences. Now, the residents of Kodagu tell us that they have no issue with the government actually coming out with the Kodagu Institute of Medical Sciences or any other building. It's important, but not at the cost of destroying the ecology over here, not at the cost of damaging the environment, because we cannot afford to lose what we have over here. We cannot afford to lose our environment. And also, remember, this is where the Kaveri water starts. Kaveri is just a few kilometers, almost 30 kilometers from here. The catchment area is over here.
The crisis is much bigger. Along with the needs of farmers, the residents of India's information technology capital depend on this river for drinking water. A retired army officer and other green activists have come together to reverse the damage.
You need regulations on any land conversion for commercial purpose. That is for site, layout, resort and so on. And a restriction on such destructive linear projects.
So today it's everybody's problem. It's not the problem of the Western Ghats, the problem of Coorg or the Malnad areas. Today it's everybody's problem.
Many youngsters too are joining the campaign to preserve the Cauvery catchment.
We've been organizing events to try and make our voice heard, because it's extremely important now more than ever to come together and save Coorg just to protect this environment.
Reportedly 30% of Kodagu comes under forest cover. Another 30% has coffee plantation. All this makes the district an ideal catchment.
Reduction in rainfall is mainly because of destruction here. See, we are converting this sponge into something else.
Now, activists have told us that with rampant commercialization, the chopping of thousands and thousands of trees across Kodagu, and also the dumping of garbage and effluents into the streams of the Kaveri water, this deterioration has been happening for quite some time now. And if it is not stopped anytime soon, the water wars between Karnataka and Tamil Nadu will only intensify in the days to come.
With Nolan Pinto, Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, let me go back to my guest for this. And Sudhir, if I can come to you, a lot of questions are being raised on the politics as far as this entire dispute is concerned. In fact, in Karnataka, the big talking point is the timing of this verdict, which many say could impact the Karnataka elections, which are just about in April.
Absolutely. In fact, the farmer association leaders who I spoke to yesterday evening after the Supreme Court said that it will announce the verdict today, said that it will 100% become a political issue, especially in the South Karnataka region of Old Mysore, the districts of Mandya, Mysore, where the Congress is very strong, and so is Devagowda's party, the JDS. So in that sense, it will definitely become a political issue. Also remember, Ankit, the manner in which regional feelings will be stoked, because the Karnataka side looks at this as a case of Karnataka's first right over the Kaveri waters, whereas the other side, Tamil Nadu, sees this as a case of Tamil self-respect, that every time, despite the verdict of the tribunal in 2007, they are having to go before Karnataka with a begging bowl in hand, and if Karnataka does not oblige, they have to knock the doors of either the central government or the Supreme Court. So in that sense, both sides hardening their position. Also, an interesting sidelight to this entire conflict over Kaveri is between the farmers of Mandya, Mysore versus Bengaluru city, because nearly 20 TMC of water has to be supplied for drinking water purposes to Bengaluru city, and that is something that the farmers in the South Karnataka region resent, because they are having to sacrifice their agriculture, their farming practice for the sake of providing drinking water to Bengaluru.
Mr. Shivalingam, if I can come to you, the sense that most people draw is, apart from the complications as far as this entire dispute is concerned, the politics between Tamil Nadu and Karnataka and the leaders at various points of time has held this entire matter hostage. There has been the tribunal which has given out its verdict. That was challenged. Now there are a number of petitions. Do you think that the verdict today would put an end to this politics? Because as Sudhir was pointing out, it is more a matter of prestige as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned.
I don't think it's prestige. See, this is a rightful demand of Tamil Nadu government. See, end of the day, it's the farmer who benefits. Forget about the farmer who knows about, knows English, understands politics, etc. Look at the poor farmer who has no knowledge of anything. For him, this water is God sent. What we need to understand, keeping politics aside, this was nature. This river originated in Coorg and it ended in Pumpuarpatnam, where in Tamil Nadu joined the Bay of Bengal. This was nature's flow of water given to mankind to evolve. Now, unfortunately, it's being stopped by Karnataka. Thanks to this clip which you showed us some time back, the entire mess is happening in Karnataka, and there's already a fight between the Karnataka farmers and the Bangalore city which needs the water. Now, that's why the whole thing is getting lost. But don't forget, 40% of the Tamil Nadu crops are dependent on Kaveri water, whereas only 26% of the crops in Karnataka are dependent on Kaveri.
All right.
So, Tamil Nadu, being a perennial dry state, needs this water more than Karnataka.
Okay, this is
kind enough to give us the water.
Priyambada, right? So you've made your point. Let me get in Priyambada at this point of time. Priyambada, this is the same argument that Siddaramaiah uses again and again. He says there is no water to give. Where do I give water from when there is no water to give for my own state? Politics also, as far as the BJP and the Congress is concerned. Now, who do you think would be able to gain from whatever the verdict may be as far as the elections in Karnataka are concerned? Because Siddaramaiah would want to blame the centre for opposing the plea when it has gone as far as the court is concerned, and BJP would want to put the blame, if the verdict is against Karnataka, on Siddaramaiah to try and gain some electoral traction of it.
Well, I think it's going to be a very tricky situation, Ankit. So what's going to happen now? The verdict, first of all, I understand that usually the Supreme Court verdict will toe the line of a board. A Cauvery tribunal board has given a particular order. So we do not know what's going to happen. But then Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Kerala, Puducherry, none of them are happy with it. So if the verdict is going to go against Karnataka, I mean, it could be even like 2 TMC of water which they're not getting, and people are going to fight in Karnataka, then the blame will be obviously shifted to the present government, because remember, in 2015 to 2016, more than 1,000 farmers have committed suicide in Karnataka.
Right.
So Siddaramaiah government will be blamed. But then Siddaramaiah government can obviously pass on the buck to the central government, saying that Modi government had not helped. But on the other hand, if the verdict is going to be in favor of the Karnataka government, then Siddaramaiah is going to claim all the credit, and then BJP cannot technically come out and say much.
Joining us also on the broadcast is my colleague Anusha Soni. She's the legal correspondent for India Today. And let's just understand from Anusha, what is the expectation as far as the court verdict goes today? Anusha, just take our viewers through of what do you expect to happen in the Supreme Court?
The verdict which is coming today from the Supreme Court is the final verdict. Yes, there's a review petition. Yes, there could be a curative petition. But we know that most of the review and curative petitions from the Supreme Court don't see much of the change in the original judgment. So as far as the Kaveri water was is concerned, today will be a showdown from the Supreme Court. The word of the Supreme Court shall be final. It shall be binding on all the states. Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Puducherry, all the states which are the stakeholders will have to ensure that the order and the judgment of the Supreme Court is abided by in letter and in spirit. 10:30 a.m. is when the bench led by Chief Justice of India, Deepak Mishra, is set to pronounce this very crucial verdict. It was reserved back in the month of September in 2017. And now, after a few months, we are seeing that this crucial judgment is coming out. All eyes on the Supreme Court bench, which will pronounce this verdict today at 10:30 a.m.
Anusha, stay on with me. I'm going to come back to you as well. Shalini, if I can very quickly come to you for a quick comment on how the opposition in the state of Tamil Nadu is preparing for this verdict, because at one point of time, despite the political rivalry, when it came to Tamilians versus the Kannadigas, we saw some sort of a unity as far as the Tamilian Dravidian parties are concerned.
Well, there is a unity when it's against Tamilians versus Kannadigas in the state. But as of now, right now, you have the opposition up in arms against the government. So if the Kaveri verdict goes against the ruling AIA-DMK government, the DMK government and its allies are up in arms, like blaming it on the government, saying that the EPS-OPS government did not do enough for the people. Ever since the demise of the former Chief Minister of the state, Jai Lalita, there's been a sort of political vacuum in the state, which everyone has taken. Whether it's been superstars Kamal Haasan and Rajinikanth, whether it's been DMK working president MK Stalin, you have the DMDK Vaiko, all the opposition leaders have been harping on the one thing, that there's maladministration in the state of Tamil Nadu, that they want this government to step down. The Kaveri verdict going against the current AIA-DMK government will put them on a huge back foot right now in the state of Tamil Nadu.
Right, kind of muscle power, the kind of lawyers that have been, both the sides from Tamil Nadu and Karnataka that have been put in service. For Karnataka, Fali S. Nariman, Kapil Sibal, S.S. Javali, Shyam Diwan, M.R. Malik, all top lawyers trying to get a favourable verdict. From Tamil Nadu, K.K. Venugopal, Pinky Anand, Rajesh Sharma, W.A. Kadri and Madhvi Diwan. So a lot of prestige, a lot of politics, a lot of money, a lot of resources have gone into Sudhir. But at the end of the day, despite whatever the verdict may be, the implementation would be key. And how difficult would it be for this verdict to be implemented in letter and spirit?
Well, it really depends on how the Supreme Court decides to actually break it down and how different it will be from the 2007 verdict of the Cauvery Water Tribunal, because that was something which both Karnataka and Tamil Nadu were not happy with. So obviously it will have to be drastically different. Both of them wanted an upward revision of the water award given to them 11 years ago. But just to also make the point of prestige, because obviously a lot is riding on it politically as well, and Karnataka going to elections means, and with Congress and BJP both locked in a political contest in Karnataka, means both the national parties will really want to make the most of this Cauvery verdict. The other point which is important is that both the Congress and the BJP have virtually very little political stake in Tamil Nadu. So in that sense, both the national parties will be seen as siding with Karnataka, especially with elections round the corner. And it will be the regional parties, the DMK and the AIDMK, which will really be seen as fighting for the cause of Tamil Nadu. So in that sense, we are likely to see divisions of all kinds, political as well as legal, taking out once the Kaveri verdict comes out at 10:30 a.m. today.
Very pertinent points you made there, Sudhir. And, on this very thing, when in Tamil Nadu, we see a lot of enthusiasm and a lot of, as of now, BJP making a lot of noise. They want to come in and have some footmark as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned. Mr. Shivalingam, how would you want the BJP? How would you see the BJP? Because a lot of people are saying that their best bet for a footmark in Tamil Nadu is AIA-DMK. What is the expectation of the AIA-DMK as far as the centre is concerned?
Definitely. I think we expect BJP to be on our side. As you said, for them to get a foothold in Tamil Nadu. Having said that, see, this issue is being dangling. The center which ruled India for the longest period is Congress. So it's Congress's irresponsibility of not able to find a solution for this issue. That's what pains us. That's also the reason why the Dravidian states are not happy with the center. Always they have resisted whatever they try to impose here, for the simple reason, when it comes to a issue like Kaveri, which is a river belongs to the state of India. It doesn't belong to any state.
Yes.
But they did not, put their foot down firmly and say, yes, this is what Tamil Nadu.
No, would you now expect the Prime Minister, the BJP, to put their foot down and in some way support Tamil Nadu? And is that what AIDMK is expecting in return of support to BJP in the state of Tamil Nadu?
Yes, BJP should walk the talk and show this is the difference we can make. What 50 years of Congress rule could not do, we are going to do it in 3.5 years, 4 years time.
Okay.
That's the right kind of challenge. People will judge BJP in a different light altogether.
People will judge. This possibly could be also a defining moment as far as the BJP or the most talked about BJP AIDMK alliance for 2019 goes. But very interestingly, you were pointing out too, it will mean a lot for another superstar turned Neta, Rajinikanth. He is a Kannadiga who says, I'm a Tamilian. He is starting his politics in Tamil Nadu. How do you see this panning out for him? It will possibly a test for loyalty for him as well.
Absolutely. In fact, he has undergone this test before also, when there was a massive protest for a Kaveri issue. Initially, there were criticism that he didn't come out and participate in the protest by the film actors. Then finally, he went on a hunger protest, and you could see that he really made that impact. But right now that he wants to enter politics, and if the verdict goes against Tamil Nadu, the first question from Rajinikanth will be what is going to be the answer, because remember, he had promised to give money for the interlinking of rivers to solve this issue. Farmers have been asking him, where is that money? What is going to happen? So Rajinikanth will become all the more answerable, and at this crucial stage when the race between Kamal Haasan and Rajinikanth is so close, with Kamal Haasan starting his political journey on 21st of this month, it will be very interesting to see how Rajinikanth is going to be answering for this issue, considering he's already entangled in this.
Sudhir, this will also be a test case for Kamal Haasan as well. Kamala Haasan, who has been making a lot of noises, comes across and also plays that Tamilian fervor in his articles, speaks about him being the son of the soil and so on and so forth. For these newbies as well, this is going to provide either a big opportunity or a big miss if they don't capitalize on that.
Well, in fact, this particular verdict comes just 4 days before Kamal Haasan is to go on his district tour starting from Ramanathapuram. So in his maiden column yesterday also, he had spoken about the need to encourage and support farmers, the farming community in rural Tamil Nadu. So in that sense, it will be in sync with what he has to say when he announces his party on the 21st of February. But more than that, just to take on the point which Mr. Shukumar said, one of the points that the farmer associations yesterday told me was when the Prime Minister can meet Edapadi Palaniswamy and O. Pannirselvam several times to ensure that there is a merger of the two factions of the AIDMK, why couldn't he take any decision on the constitution of the Cauvery Management Authority, something which was a demand of Jayalalitha in 2013, both before the central government as well as before the Supreme Court. So in that sense, some kind of hypocrisy is being pointed out and directed at the BJP in Tamil Nadu, that they have not really been very supportive of Tamil Nadu's cause as far as this entire Kaveri issue is concerned. Yes, it will put a lot of pressure on Rajinikanth. He will be expected to take a position in favor of Tamil Nadu. But at this point in time, probably given the fact that the Kaveri basin is pretty much depleted, there isn't sufficient water, there's only 26% storage level, probably some kind of a more statesman kind of an attitude is required to ensure that the two states are not really loggerheads with each other.
If I can come to you, Mr. Shivalingam, for the final time, apart from the expectation that it should have some sort of favorable verdict as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, how do you see this panning out in the internal politics of Tamil Nadu? Where do you see, what would you expect from the DMK and the other political parties? And do, a Neta or a film starter Neta, Rajinikanth or a Kamal Haasan, if they come out and speak in a very vociferous way as far as this entire issue is concerned, is there a worry in the AIA-DMK that they possibly would be lagging behind as far as the internal politics and the dynamics goes? Already, your government is being accused as a lackluster government.
I don't think so. You saw how Tamil Nadu was united in the fight against Jallikattu verdict. Okay, similarly, even in this issue, this is a farmer's issue. This is not a political issue. So we will be united, one. Second, talking about Rajinikanth, this was a godsend golden opportunity for this gentleman. He should have taken a leaf out that. He should have walked to the Karnataka Chief Minister and call truce, because after this verdict, one of the states is not going to be not happy. So he should have been the bridge between these two states, because he hails from Karnataka and he is revered in Tamil Nadu. And it should have been a golden opportunity for this gentleman to be the peacemaker between the two states and take this, this verdict in the right spirit and move ahead. And that's what we think.
Priyamvada, just sum it up for us. EPS, OPS, those who are seen as the governor as the chief minister or as a team which is in limbo. We have seen numerous issues, bus fare hike, be it the recent Amma canteen issue, that they have been on the back foot, and they have been silent so far on this as well. Not heard much from both of them. what would it mean for their future? There is TTV Dinakaran breathing down their neck. The DMK and the entire opposition seems to be united. What does it mean politically for the government of Tamil Nadu and the current dispensation?
In fact, today is a very significant day for EPS, OPS because they have completed, EPS has completed 1 year of governance, but we don't see any semblance of celebrations. If Jayalalitha had been alive, there would have been celebrations. It's not there because the government has not been functioning. People have been accusing. And if at all, we do not know what's going to happen to the verdict. If the verdict goes against Tamil Nadu, if Tamil Nadu is not going to get the right share of water, then I will not be surprised if Jallikattu kind of protests are going to erupt in Tamil Nadu because Jallikattu, end of the day, brought the youngsters.
You know, but Jallikattu, more or less, the limelight was stolen by Kamal Hassan. He went on a social media, exercise on that and supported people, and he was seen as one of very active voice.
No, but end of the day, it was one revolutionary protest in Tamil Nadu. Kamal Hassan came much later. It was completely a people's movement which really made the protest big. So I wouldn't be surprised. Even when Jallikattu was happening, farmers had started their protests. Ayyakandu and others were protesting in Delhi.
Yeah.
So right now, if something happens, how will Edappadi Palaniswamy government tackle the farmers' issue? So many farmers have committed suicide in Tamil Nadu as well.
There are so many hows in this, and what will happen? All these questions will in fact be answered once the decision comes out, but it is going to decide not only the political future but also the citizen, the farmers, those who are very keenly looking at it on how this pans out. And don't forget, there will be protests from either of these states because one state of either of these parties is not going to be very happy. I want to wrap it up, and I want to thank Priyambada and Sudhir for joining us. But before we do that, let's just once again, for a recap, go to my colleague Anusha, who explains to you what this entire dispute is all about.
At the heart of this dispute is about how much water to which state. That is what is the bottom line. Now, it has a huge and a long history. We go back to the 18th century, the 1924 Pact, and then the order of the Cauvery tribunal, which came for about 16 years. So Tamil Nadu has repeatedly pleaded that it should not be made a beggar before the state of Karnataka. Karnataka has said that the concerns, the agricultural concerns of the state and the demands of the city of Bengaluru should be taken into account. And all these arguments, the Supreme Court will have to weigh against each other. At the same time, one of the very crucial aspects is the implementation of the judgment. You'd remember a few months ago, there was an order from the Supreme Court when Karnataka was asked to release 2,000 cusecs of water to the state of Tamil Nadu, but that didn't happen. Karnataka was defiant. It said that we don't have water, we can't give it. So clearly, a lot of critics say that this is not really a matter for the Supreme Court to decide. This is something which can be reached by a political consensus. But now, with the apex court and none other than the CJI being seized of this matter, we'll have to wait and watch what the judgment is and how far there is a political will to implement this judgment, because that's going to be the most crucial aspect.
Legal tangle. Anusha, thank you so much for joining us. I also thank once again my guest Priyambada and T.S. Sudhir, along with Mr. Shivalingam, for joining me on this debate. We hope that we have been able to, answer few of the questions about what this entire dispute is and how significant it is politically as well. But in the end, it also highlights the fact, a big situation as far as the 21st century is concerned. Water is the most precious resource, and these fights are only going to increase if me and you don't do something about our today and tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me on the burning question today.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you would love to.